Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this short video, I'm going to explain how can you use Excel for data analysis. We will create a linear regression model. So here I created this data set. So basically it's a very simple and I created using the random functions from the Excel. If you guys want to create the same kind of data set, it's really easy. And for example, to create some random integer, you can just use random between function in Excel, right? And you can just enter as an argument bottom value. Let's say I wanted to create random numbers between 1 to 10, right? So I can say that I want to create bottom is 1, right? Comma, and top is stand. When I just close this parenthesis, it will create me a random number between 1 to 10. For example, let me just multiply it. As you can see, there are the numbers. So how can you create the decimal numbers? And there's another function in Excel. You can use it for these purposes. You can just, there is a rand function. That rand function creates a random numbers between 0 to 1. And these are the decimal numbers, right? And I can just say them, hey, plus just random, right? Close it. When I said that, as you can see, this became a decimal number. And when I go down, and it will change all those numbers and became they're all decimal, okay? Okay, I wanted to explain how can you use some Excel functions. They're really powerful, and Excel is a really powerful tool for data analysis. I'm sure you guys, you are using it. So let me delete these values and just go back to our purpose. So we have price and sales quantity, right? And what I want to do here and create a regression model. Before to do that, let me show you how can you create a chart in Excel. I picked these values, right? From here to sales quantity. So what I want to do, insert and charge. So for example, there are recommended charts, and if they're sometimes recommending a chart to showcase your data, and there are many things, bar charts here, or line area charts, so on and so forth. But these are, if you're using two numerical values, one of the good way to show them is using a scatter plot, right? And let me just show you here. Okay, this is our scatter plot, sales quantity. As you can see, this part is sales quantity. You can add those items if you want to. These are our prices, right? If our prices increase, as you can see, sales quantity will decrease. This is the basic economic rule. I wanted to show you like that. So if there is a high demand, prices increase, and also if you're increasing your price, that means demand will decrease, right? So this is a basic economic rule. If you guys, I just wanted to explain here. Let me take this one here. So what we're going to do, we're going to do data analysis, right? And come to data. And there is, I hope you guys see that data analysis part here, right? And if you guys don't have in your computer this data analysis tool, how can you activate it? You can go to files and options here, then add-ins. And after the coming add-ins, there is a manage Excel add-ins. You can say go, and you can just click here and open the analytical tool packs. Okay, I already opened it. I'm not going to say after you click them, you can say okay, and you will see this. Okay, in the data page in your Excel ribbon, you will just find the data analysis part. Okay, we are going to do a regression analysis. What is regression analysis? So basically model, and you are going to use one variable to predict another variable. In our case, price is our independent variable. That means we are going to use this one to predict the dependent variable. What is dependent variable? The value we are going to predict. What is that? Sales quantity in this case, okay? So we are going to use price to predict sales quantity. This is just you can use multiple linear regression, more than one value. We have just one value for the showcase purposes. And I'm opening the data analysis toolbar here. When I clicked it, it says data analysis. I hope you guys can see it. When you open this data analysis window, you can see there are many things. You can do correlation, covariance, descriptive statistic, also sampling methods, also hypothesis testing as well. What I'm going to pick here is regression, right? When I click the regression, there will be window. Now that we have new window, and you guys have to be careful about this. There is an input Y range. Input Y value is in machine learning and regression analysis means the value we are going to predict. So in this range, I am going to put sales quantity. I actually, it's actually picked for me. So how can I pick by myself? So this is my input Y range, right? So what is my input X range? That will be my price, right? And I'm going to take my price. When I say, okay, this headlines to be a problem for us. Okay, I get to error. Okay, so what I'm going to do without headlines, I will pick the data sets, okay? This is my independent Y range. Don't forget Y is the value we are going to predict. And this is my input X range, right? This is the value I'm going to use as a predictor. When I say okay, it will, okay, this open me, these are the results from our regression model. I'm going to explain some important, I'm going to share some important part with you. Let me just paste it here. Let me make this chart smaller, okay? Okay, so let me just give a space between them. So what we have here, first, one of the important things is our coefficients, which we are going to use to predict our sales quantity. This is an intercept value, guys. Intercept value means, so where is the, if you just think about the chart, when your price is zero in this value, this is the where will demand will start, okay? In the chart. For example, let me show you this chart here. So for example, when our price is zero, this coefficient, intercept coefficients means our demand, sales quantity will start around 899. That means 900. So when our price will increase from this coefficient, as you can see, our price variable has a negative minus value in front of it. Each price increases from 899 to our sales quantity will increase. Okay, this is how you interpret this intercept. So what we have here, we have p-value, guys. What is p-value? P-value basically means how can we interpret? Let me give you a real quick example. If your p-value less than 0.05, that means your value is significant and you can keep that value for regression analysis. If that value is bigger than the 0.05, this value is not significant. You should remove that value. But in this case, we have just one value, and it's also statistically significant because its p-value is less than 0.05. But if you have multiple values, if you see some values have higher values, you can just remove them and continue your regression analysis. Another thing is a standard error, guys. What is standard error? That means your prediction will be fluctuate this amount. For example, let's say we predict 300, right? And that will be maybe our price is 35 above 300 or below the 300. That's what it means, and it showcase the fluctuation of our value. And I think I explained these ones are actually, it's just really basic, and it shows you the confidence interval if you guys want to look at it. Okay, 95 confidence intervals. Okay, so so how can you use these values? For example, I wanted to figure out what is my sales quantity when my price is 20. Let me check, is there any 20? Yeah, no, okay. So I want to increase my, let's say this is my business case. I am just selling, let's say toilet paper, right? And I just wanted to increase my price to 20 and how many items I can sell, right? Let me just give you the, formula here. Let me just make it a little bit closer to readability, right? Okay, so sales quantity, right? Sales quantity equal to, okay guys, so now we are going to use our coefficient. That means first we are going to use intercept value 899 plus And now I'm going to use my independent value with its coefficient. What is my independent value price? Which price I am going to learn how much sales I'm going to make, which is $20, right? I'm wondering if I increase my price to $20, how much item we can see. And that's instead of p-value, price value here. So I'm going to add 20, right? Price multiplied by minus 26.83, right? So 26.83 here. This is my formula. So now I wonder how much I can sell if I increase my price to $20. Let me just increase, and instead of price here, I'm going to write $20, and it will give me the result. When I say that, okay, 362. That means, of course, don't forget the standard error, guys. And this is how much we are predicting we're going to sell if we increase our price to $20. This is how can you use Excel for linear regression, and how can you interpret its results, and how you can predict the quantity using those coefficient values. I hope everything is clear. Please comment below and let me know if something is not clear for you. I'm happy to explain everything if you have any question. Thank you so much for watching my channel.